Alright, the breakdown of the Glock 17 is the same as the Glock 21 and the Glock 22 and pretty much all of the Glocks. First, you want to make sure, you want to take the magazine out, clear the gun, back the slide, look for a round in the chamber, make sure there's nothing there, point it in a safe direction, squeeze the trigger, pull the slide back a little bit, identify the two little spots on the side of the gun, side of the grip, pull them down, and let the slide move forward and off the gun. Take the rod and spring off, and also take the barrel out, and you have the slide, and there you go. Breakdown of the Glock. I like to clean through here, along ridges of here, along the surface. I try not to get too much stuff around internal areas, but that's what I typically do. The surface of the barrel inside. I don't touch the spring. It's been 100% reliable with the standard magazines. However, I did have an issue with this particular extended magazine, so I'll look into that. But after I had the issue, went back to the standard magazines and no issue at all. The gun actually comes with a loader. It actually helps you get the rounds in there. I don't actually use it. I just use my fingers. It's important to me to just get used to doing a lot of stuff like that on my own, because I might not have that stuff always. But anyway, comes with a little brush, put right through the barrel, and a little opening here. You can put a little cloth and clean the gun and the barrel out that way. For the grip, or I'd actually oil up this area right here. I like to at least clean around here. Make sure there's not too much dirt and stuff up in here. But pretty simple to put back together too. Thought about replacing this rod, which is made out of plastic, replacing it with something that's a metal part, but I decided against it. The design seems to be pretty solid. Alright, let's talk about the Springfield XC9 subcompact. First, you want to clear it, make sure it's empty. If you want to break it down, well, push it back, pull this thing up, go forward, point in a safe direction, squeeze the trigger, it pops out. Barrel and the spring. Interesting issue. This it has a 13 round magazine and a 16 round magazine. I had no issues with either magazine actually shooting it, but when I tried to use the magazine release, I couldn't actually get the 13 round to eject or slide out when I had 13 rounds in there. Now when I had 12 rounds in there, I had no problem. When I had 13 rounds in there, it just wouldn't push the magazine out. And when I actually racked around in there, and there's only 12 in here, then I was able to get it out. It was a little rough, but I was able to come out. With a 16 round magazine, I had no issue ever. It always comes out smoothly. No problem. Interesting. So I think I have a bad magazine right here. So I'll look into it. Alright, picked up some more ammunition for the 7.62 by 39 guns that I have. AK guns. And I picked up 500 more rounds. It's sort of a pain in the butt to get affordable ammunition out here. I cannot order ammunition and get it through a P.O. box. That's just the way it is, and I don't own a house or anything like that here, so that's become an issue. But slowly but surely I'm starting to get some more, and I hope to get many boxes before I really start to go out to the range again. It's kind of tough when you're trying to have ammunition to actually shoot and save up in case there's any type of emergency. You never know when I might use some big event. But either way, I'm just going to slowly but surely build up and really just get to know the guns I have instead of just jumping all over the place to different formats. But this is definitely the type of gun I would look into as far as SHTF. Just rifles you have to use to defend your family and yourself if things go south. So you may not have the police to rely on, and if you have to defend yourself for an extended period of time without the assistance of law enforcement or anyone else, you may have to have certain tools that can help you. And this is a good one to really start with. It's a Chinese Norinco Mac 90. And this is something they brought in even before the Wasser 10s, and this is a very high quality gun. It's a pretty good quality gun. I bought it used. I think it's the first used gun I ever bought. It's a wonderful trigger, ugly buttstock, but it actually shoots pretty well. One issue I did come into I had to deal with is these screws sometimes loosen up. I think I should just go ahead and use Loctite. You can also use, if you want, I've used in certain situations what was it, lipstick. So, but I'll get some temporary Loctite and see how that really works with this. I mean, but it's just a screw going into the wood, so that might not really work, but I'll see.